Hey everyone, this is Comic Breakdown, and we are getting back at it today with DC introducing their Future State run. In this video, we're going to be covering Harley Quinn Future State issue number 1. Now I have 3 issues up so far: Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Go check the Trinity out. I have a playlist, it's in the description and at the top of the video. You can also go check out the ending of Dark Knight's Death Metal as well as Generation Shattered. I have all of this covered for you guys, and we're going to be covering the rest of Future State tonight before we dive into the Marvel Comics tomorrow. And so after reading all of this week's releases for Future State, I have to say that I'm really partial to the Harley Quinn issue the most. And it's only because of how it was written. It was done so well, and I'm really excited to see where her story goes through all of this. So without further ado, let's dive into this issue. So opening up this issue, we have Harley Quinn, and there's some dialogue going along with her beating up all of these what seem to be magistrate guards. And what's happened with Harley Quinn is that she's been captured. Though her efforts were valiant, she wasn't able to fight off the magistrate long enough. And the person that's giving us all of this narration is none other than Dr. Jonathan Crane, aka or formerly known as Scarecrow. And what he's telling Harley Quinn is that he used to wear the Scarecrow mask to spread fear through the city, but really he was the only one that was afraid. And the magistrate came along to Gotham and helped him and everybody else understand. By getting rid of the bat, outlawing masks, the magistrate really helped him see a new path for his future. And so he gave up his costume so that he could truly cleanse the city. And of course, Harley Quinn makes her smart aleck remarks. And then Dr. Crane goes over to a screen that has Black Mask on it. And he goes through the slides and he brings us to Professor Pig. And what Crane is wanting here from Harley Quinn is her help in being able to figure out where these guys are. So essentially he's hunting down bad guys, and he's having trouble hunting down some of these other ones. Though he does sit here and insult Harley Quinn because she was so easy to capture, definitely in comparison to everybody else. And so after some back and forth here between the two, she agrees to help him out if she can get her handcuffs off. And so she goes into detail about the mental state and mental health of Professor Pig. You gotta remember, she was a renowned psychologist prior to this. So she breaks it down to where they can get the situation to where Professor Pig is gonna come to them. And then we pick up a little bit later and we find out that it worked. They were able to catch Professor Pig. And so with this, they want to give her a little bit more so that she will help them out. And the next target is Firefly. And you really have to enjoy all of the dialogue that is taking place between Dr. Crane and Harley Quinn. Because Dr. Crane really thinks he's superior intellectually. And I'm really excited to see how Harley Quinn flips all of this on him. And so she gives him ideas on how to possibly take down Firefly. And so they try reopening his old orphanage to hoping to open up some wounds and bring him back so he'll burn it down. And he did exactly that. And they were able to catch Firefly. And so now with 2 criminals in the bag, Harley Quinn is going to be let out of her cell more or less and given the opportunity to work for the magistrate. And this is when we cut over to a gentleman in a black mask robbing a grocery store or a convenience store. And as he's robbing this, he hears whispers. And then the Black Mask gang arrives all around him, and Black Mask stands in front of him, insulted that he would do such a petty crime while wearing the mask. And he pulls out his gun and kills the guy on the spot. And that will be the end of this issue. Alright, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Personally, I like this story so far the best of all of them, just because of the dialogue between Crane and Harley Quinn. Like, Harley Quinn is still being her little quip self, but she's a lot more authentic now. And they still hint at being in a relationship with Joker or so on and so forth. So I don't know how long ago they're trying to say that relationship ended or so on and so forth. You know, I'm really hoping we get a lot more backstory and history in detail, helping us understand exactly, connect all the dots on how we got here. and how all our individual characters got where they are as well. Seeing Harley Quinn without the powdered or bleached skin is really an awesome thing too. And I'm wondering who they might bring back from the Golden Age to introduce into this Harley Quinn line, because that's what the theme this really feels of Future State feels like, is the opportunity to bring Golden Age characters to the front and center. And I'm wondering if that's what they're planning on doing here, or if they're going to do it with Harley Quinn at all. I would be very interested to find out though. All in all, I have to say it was a great issue. The artwork was on point. It was pretty phenomenal, I have to say. The new improved Harley Quinn, you know, I'm really liking her attitude and her persona and how she carries herself. The new Dr. Crane is really amazing, and I'm really excited to see who exactly they're going to be trying to hunt down. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have not yet, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and until the next video,